Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a Facebook authentication system in Node.js Express using the passport library. So this is a demo of the application. If I click the login button, I will be redirected to the profile page. Here I can get all the information: ID, access token, email address, name of the person and gender, and this is a profile pic. And I am storing all this information inside MongoDB. So if I just show you, if I refresh this, you will see all this information is stored here. So in future logins I can use this information. There is also a logout button. If I click this, I will be log out from the application. If I once again hit this button, you will see this is the information displayed. So all the source code for this application is given in the video description. You can go to my blog. All the source code is embedded with step-by-step instruction, and at the bottom you can download the source code. There is a GitHub repository. And now let me just get started by building this application. So I will stop this server, and I have a Node.js project which is there. Let me just show you. Let me just delete all the code and also delete these files here. So here inside your newly created node project, we have this package.json file. We are using these dependencies. EJS is a template engine, Express is a server, Express.session will be used to store the session variables, Mongoose will be the library for communicating with MongoDB, NodeMon will automatically restart the application, and these two libraries, Passport and Passport-Facebook, is used for authentication. So install this, and now open your app.js file, and first of all we need to import Express library. So you need to require it. Make a new Express app by this app.listen 5000, and also when we open the home page we need to load a template. So we will make use of EJS response.render. Inside this we will have index.ejs file. So here we will set our template engine by use of set method. So here inside your root directory you can create a new file or new folder, views. Inside this you can store index.ejs file. So here this is a simple template. Inside this we have a heading, a paragraph. Let me just launch this application really quickly. npm start. So it has started this application on port 5000. If I go to this port, so you will see this heading here, node authentication. So if I click this button, it cannot find this route /Facebook. So for simply having this, we need to set a password first of all. So we need to import the passport library, so require it, and also we need a Facebook strategy library. So declare this variable, and this is contained inside passport Facebook dot strategy. That's it. Now we need to declare the strategy, but before that we also need to declare some middlewares which are there inside passport, which is app.use, passport.initialize and passport.session. And also we need to import express.session also. So just declare session, and there is a dependency which is express.session. So after this we also need to initialize this session, and inside this there is a secret key property, secret. So you can just initialize any secret of your choice. So I am just initializing this as secret key. That's it. So these three lines are very much important. Now we can just make our Facebook strategy. So here we need three things: client ID, client secret, and callback URL. So this is the middleware, passport.use new Facebook strategy. Here we need to input client ID and client secret. So these two things will be very much different for you also. For getting this, you need to go to your Facebook developer console, create a new app, and these are my credentials, which are app ID. I will copy this. So this is a very simple process. Create a new Facebook app and you can get this information for your app. And similarly, you can get your secret as well. So this is a secret. So here I will paste the secret here. So this is a callback URL. You can define your own callback URL. I have defined it /Facebook/callback. And this fourth field is the set of information what you want to get. ID, display name, gender, picture should be large, and the email address. And this also contains a callback function. So this API will return four things: access token, refresh token, profile of the person, and the callback function done. So first of all, we need to console log the profile. We need to see it on the screen, and then we need to return this callback done function, passing the first parameter as null, and the second will be the actual information, which is profile. That's it. And now we will make a simple get request, which is when we click this button inside index.ejs, this is route/auth/Facebook. So when we click this, we need to have our middleware function, which is password.authenticate, and inside this we need to pass Facebook, and also here we have a object which is we need to pass a scope property, so we will pass here email. That's it. And now we also need to define our callback URL also. So this is a callback URL that we have defined early on inside Facebook strategy, Facebook callback. So now we are just defining it. So inside this also we need to pass password.authenticate, and this also takes the object. First is success redirect. So when the user is successfully authenticated, we will be redirecting it to /profile. If it is a failure redirect, then we will redirect it to a different URL which is failed. Now we also need to define these URLs, which is app.get/profile. So here we can just send out a very simple message to the user: you are a valid user. And for the failure, we can define /failed. You are a non-valid user. So now I can restart the application, see the changes. So if I localhost 5000, if I click this login button, so it is saying to us that failed to serialize user into session. So this passport library also has some thing called a serialize function. So I will write this functions here. So these are two functions, copy paste it, passport.serialize user. So here we are not using our database till now. So now inside this, what we can do here is that here we need to just remove this .id, and inside this we just need to pass return and the ID. That's it. So if you refresh it, once again, if I look at, if I click the option here, so you will see that you are a valid user. So now we are successfully authenticated, and if I check the console, you will also see we have got the username display name, email address is also there, photo is also there. So all this information we can insert it inside the database. So for inserting into the database, we can create a file here inside our models directory. So create this file, models, and inside this create user.js. Sorry, let me just delete this folder. So inside this create this user.js. So this is a code for connecting to MongoDB, and inside this we will also declare the schema. So we will store the user ID, as you will see. Let me just show you the response here. We will not store the access token. We will store the email, name, gender we will not store. We will store the pic. So we are connecting to our database. So database name is, in my case, is Facebook auth. You can see that Facebook auth is there. If I show you the table, let me delete all the collections which are there. So if you open it, only one collection is there. You will see that you have user. So we are connecting to this. So now we can import this file inside our app.js, const user. So after requiring it, we can insert the details inside this function. So just delete all this code here, and here inside my blog here you will find this code. So if you go to it, this is a code here, guys. So copy it, so let me just go it, paste it. So this is a code, guys. You can see that we are inserting all these details into the database. First of all, we are checking if this user already exists inside the database. We are comparing the user ID property. If it is exist, then we are returning this user. If it is doesn't exist, then we are making a new user. Let me delete this token property and this gender property also. We are saving it by using the save method, and then we are returning it. And also we need to make sure we change our serialize function also. So let me just delete it and once again write this serialize. So here we are comparing it user find by ID. We are passing the ID and getting the user. And now if I refresh it and start the application once again, if I go to localhost, if I click the login button, so you will see that you are a valid user. And let me just check the database. If I refresh the database, you will see a users table is created. If I open this, entry has been added here: user ID, name, email, and the picture. So now what we want here is that we need to make a new profile.ejs file here. Profile.ejs file, and inside this we will display all this information which is coming. So inside this app.js, we can send out this information. So first of all, we can console log this information by request.user, and then we can send out to the template like this, which is user to request.user. You can see that. So in order to print this information, it is pretty easy. Go to the profile.ejs. We will follow the syntax request.user dot name, or we can just write user.name because we are there inside the database. In order to write the email address, we can have user.email. So if I refresh it now, localhost 5000. If I click Facebook, so it is saying to me that user.email is not defined. Let me just see, guys. Profile, let me just see here. Localhost 5000. Cannot read property. One thing we are missing, guys. So first of all, inside when we are passing this template to this profile.ejs, we also need to have a middleware function which is simply is logged in. So first of all, we need to check if the user is already logged in or not. So this middleware function we need to create is logged in. Pass the request next response and next. So in this function we will just check if request dot is authenticated. So if the user is already authenticated, then we can call return next, else we can redirect to the home page. So just make this change here, and let me just refresh the application once again. uh, I have some problem here. Like, let me just see, guys, why it is not. So for this I can just go back to it and copy paste all the code here. So this is a copy button. Let me just copy paste all the code here and paste it. So here we just need to make some change here, which is I need to let me just refresh it. Cannot find the module cookie parser. So let me just delete it. So if I refresh, So you will see that all this information is printed out: email address, name, gender, and the picture. So in this way, guys, you can just make a Facebook authentication system using password. So thanks very much for building this.